Hello, everybody. I'm doing well. How you guys? Good. Feels good to be back. Nice to be back in 54. Nice to be back in some beautiful weather. So it's cool.
Does it feel any? I mean, you've been here for a long time, obviously, but to be back here, does it feel any different? Anything just changed from what you remember?
I mean, obviously the main thing is the main thing, but the feeling's always different. Like you come back, there's pretty much not too many people that you play with. When I first got here, but there's some familiar faces still, and I still understand the whole vibe and the whole culture here. So I'm excited to be back.
What's this defense like? I guess is it a whole lot different than it was when you were here before in terms of the scheme and stuff like that? Or?
I think there's like kind of a combination of a lot of defenses, but I mean there's some stuff that we've ran in the past, some stuff that I got introduced to with the Rams. So we're just this is the time to build a defense, and so we're just trying new looks, new formations, and I'm excited to just learn and get to know everybody again.
Change that you were taught during your time with the Rams last year, or biggest difference, I guess, in terms of the scheme of the defense?
From a schematic situation, the biggest thing was I played a lot out on two, a lot more. I was more to like the boundary a little bit more versus my time here. I was more to the passing strength. So being exposed to that a little bit, I definitely felt like added to my game, and I would say that's pretty much the biggest thing. There's a difference the way we play the run game, but the run game's always just, find a guy with the ball. So it's never been tough.
What's been your impression of the class?
It's been good. I mean, I'm always been a guy that, you kind of just check out their personality and just, how they vibe with the culture. But as far as like football-wise, it's really tough to figure out who's who until we, get in the training camp and put the pads on. And everybody talks a good game until the pads get on. But from what I've seen so far, I've been really impressed, and all of them seem eager to learn. When you walk into the building, they got their playbooks open, which is not as normal as people may think, because there's a lot of distractions. But I'm excited to see they grow.
You being gone last year allowed a player like Saquon to kind of step into a bigger role leadership-wise. Do you see a change in the time you've been away now?
As a leader, yeah. Maturity level, probably not much. From what I've heard and what I've watched from afar, he's definitely stepped up a lot as a leader, as a person, as a player. And, I'm excited to continue to grow with him.
How do you feel physically and all that? I mean, year 11 doing this and everything?
I feel good. It's a normal off season. I think I played a little bit more basketball, a little bit more yoga. Did some different things to get in better shape, and just trying to continue to play at a high level and try to perform and, show people that it can be done.
Bobby, what's the system ask of you now that's different than when you did it the first 10 years?
I mean, I don't think it's too different. I think it's just more so a mixture of coverages. I feel like before, when I was here early on in my career and things of that nature, we ran a lot of cover three, and that's pretty much what we were in the whole time. But as I was, kind of later in my career, we added cover 2, cover 4, cover 6, just different things. And so I think that's just the difference is just more a mixture of coverages versus just sticking to one.
Bobby, has the league shifted in that way to where the way the offensive game has made it to where playing just the cover 3, cover 1 sort of stuff isn't good enough anymore, that you have to do more things to be effective?
I don't know if that's the case. I feel like it's always waves. I feel like the league comes in waves. Same thing with offenses. Like offenses don't use fullbacks until a fullback plays amazing, then everybody feels like they need a fullback. And then when tight ends is a thing, everybody gets a tight end, and running backs go down the list. And so for us, it was like cover 3, and then as more cover 3 was seen, and a lot of people figured out how to beat cover 3. Then people transition away from it. I feel like a lot of people are like enamored with the Vic Fangio style. So that's the wave right now, and who knows what it's going to be next. But, you see a lot of teams want to go back to cover 3. So it's just the cycle we're in.
After a year at 45, you like being back in the
Yeah, I like 54. 54 is a natural number for me. So it looks good. I like these colors. So, I feel like my J's are going to be nice. So,
What seemed different about Gina now that you were away for a year and then come back and he has a obviously more prominent role now?
I think the biggest thing is just he got the experience and he got the reps. I think a lot of times when I was here, it was, it was always was behind Russ, and so the majority of his reps came in the preseason or came after Russ kind of got his looks. But now you see what it looks like when he's getting the looks, when he's recording, when he's doing everything, and so you see the confidence grow, and I'm excited to play here with him.
That interception you had, like a legit pick?
I mean, I don't see why people wouldn't think it was an interception. It was clearly the league said it was an interception. I said it was an interception. I feel like between those two, it's a pretty powerful thing. And then, was they really going to give it to the rookie or to a young guy? You know what I'm saying? Older guy, been in the league for a long time, young guy.
What's your biggest takeaway from being in another city, another team for 1 year?
Biggest takeaway. That's a great question. I don't know if I got asked that before. So this is real time. I'm thinking about this right now. But the biggest thing is I think it's appreciation. Appreciation, kind of how good things are. You see what things are when you're winning. You see what things are when you're not winning. Valuing people and relationships because you kind of think that you'll be around all these people for a long time and then it could just be over just like that. I think the biggest thing too is no matter how many years you're in the league, is still a business. So at the end of the day, the business will always come into play at some point, and you always have to be prepared for it. So I've always just tried to handle business the right way. So whenever I get out of here, they know I'm a person that knows how to handle business good and bad. So that's kind of what I've learned.
Last month you got to go to Howard and surprise that group of Seahawks students. What was that experience like being out there?
It was really cool. It's kind of full circle moment, just doing all the work with HBCUs, but to be able to get out there and be a part of that and be a part of young people being able to see this way earlier than I got to see it. It was pretty cool, and thinking about doing my business MBA. So I think that would be cool.
What do you think about business, Tyler being doing the real estate thing? You talk too much about that, or just see how that's going so far?
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I mean, I was here when he was working at it. He was, taking the classes, he was doing the things, and to see where it's grown now to where he, got an official partnership with the team is awesome. I hope anybody who's selling the house, I got a guy for you. His name is Tyler Lockett. I won't give you his address, but I, got some information, and he's amazing at his job, and get him an opportunity.
Charles is somebody who does his own contract and stuff. Some other guys around the league, when they're promoting that decision, represent themselves. Talk to you about that. Sought advice on it or anything?
I mean, there's a few people that hit me up. I never thought it was like something that everybody was going to do. I just think the people that had the confidence to represent themselves and take control of their business, they have an option if they want to do that. So I always just look at it as another option for guys. But, if you want to do it, you got to take it seriously. And so, it's a lot of guys doing their own deals and making some good money.
As a general thing with guys who are hitting you up about it, is something that they're all kind of concerned about, or they have like a general question that they're usually all focused on?
I would say the biggest question that I get is probably what to expect. That's probably the biggest question, is what to expect. But I think it's one of those things where you have to control your emotions, because I feel as players, that's what they're waiting on. The biggest thing is they think we can't control our emotions, or we think we can't, when things aren't going the right way, we're going to spaz out, or that's why everybody feels like there needs to be a middle person. But, if you're a master of your emotions, you can accomplish whatever you want.
You sort of referenced this, but you're now the only guy that's left on the field here from the team that won the Super Bowl 10 years ago and all that. Does that cross your mind, or does that seem like kind of a weird thing at all? Or?
I mean, when you're sitting in the VMAC, the indoor, and you see all those names that was on the team and where it's at now, it definitely crosses your mind. But, it's evolution. So, I always felt like I was going to be, God willing, one of the ones that got to be around for a long time. And so, here we are.
Be the green dot guy again?
Yeah, I mean, that's my takeaway. I mean, a lot of people can have the green dot, but I will be the guy for sure.
What's Devin? What's it like kind of playing with him, or how have you gotten to know him?
It's cool. I mean, we got a chance when he got drafted to kind of have some conversations just a little bit. So, being able to work with him and be on the field with him and, pass down the knowledge that I have, it's been fun. And, again, I'm excited to get out there and play, put some pads on and just stop. This time is really for the offense. We're just kind of in the way.
The line of scrimmage is Zach Charbonnet. What stands out to you about seeing him run, tracking him, linebacker, and this sort of thing?
This is first day, so you watch how he runs, you watch how he cuts. Even the stuff that we're doing now, we're not doing much with the offensive linemen, so it's really just routes on air, and we really just kind of shadowing each other. So it's really kind of hard to gauge. But when training camps come, ask me that question, I'll have a better answer for you.
Did you keep intentionality in players changing the narrative, whether it's social media, whether it's them thinking about life after football, negotiating contracts? Is there some intentionality you've seen in the last few years?
I definitely feel like there's been it's been very intentional, but I think it's more so people from the outside looking in are opening their minds up that we are not just athletes. Like, there's a lot of people that draw, there's a lot of people that do business, there's a lot of people that do real estate. Like, we're capable of doing other things, but I think sometimes we get put in the box that football is our only thing, or if we're doing something else outside of football, then we're not as focused on football as we should be. So I think it's more so the outside opening up to the possibility of guys doing more than just the sport that they play, as well as, guys are intentional. Even like LeBron, I think Uninterrupted started because he was tired of players being interrupted and their stories being interrupted. So it was definitely intentional, but I think the world is starting to see us as more than just the ball that we carry or the ball that we shoot or anything like that.
Did you keep your place here in the time you were gone, or you stuck completely up?
Yeah, no, I was at my home. Seattle was always home. So regardless of the situation, it was always Seattle and California. I was always going to be in Seattle, California. And whenever I'm done, it's going to be Seattle and California. So I'll be around. If you see me, say hello.
Have you already seen the throwbacks again?
I have. They're fire. They're very fire. They could be great if they were black, but we won't go there.
You mentioned the idea of players, like the perception that if they're doing something outside of football, that they're not as focused on football. Do you think some players are reluctant to express their interest in other things because of that?
I think so. I think there's a lot of players that do other things and just play ball or play, whatever. I think it's just the idea of doing more than you like. I feel like you always look for a reason. If a player is playing bad, you look for a reason for why he's playing bad. And so if you can pinpoint him doing something outside of what he should be doing, then it's easy. And then that makes it less attractive for a guy to do that. And so, I think even like Draymond started doing a podcast because he wanted to do a podcast. And then when he had a game when he wasn't playing well, everybody went straight to the podcast. But when they were doing well, winning championships, things of that nature, they loved the podcast. So it's a love-hate relationship with the media. Like, they will build you up and break you down. But, that's when emotion comes into play. It's just understanding it's part of the game and not worrying about what people say and do what you feel is right. And if your intentions are good, then the universe will speak to it.
Lakers still got a shot?
Yep. Lakers have a shot. LeBron's about to go 4-0. I mean, he did 3-1. He was down, down 3-1 and did it. I got hope that he'd do it again. That's a beautiful ball.
What did it mean to you, that ovation, the last game of last season? Then, of course, when announced you came back, all the love on social media and everything else. What did that mean to you?
It was amazing. I didn't expect it to be like that, to be honest. I knew it was going to be some love, but just when I came back, I've never stayed in a hotel actually in Seattle, so that was my first time in actual downtown Seattle. So that was cool, but the staff that was there was dope, and then the people in the morning was cool, and then walking out and getting that reception was pretty cool.
Anything else? Thanks, Bob.
Good, appreciate it.